Well, I guess this is one of those things that you know, and to my colleague, to his comment about him taking an oath in his Constitution, you know, I respect that, but I also respect the fact that every single one of us here, I think, has taken that same oath. In fact, those of us that serve our country have taken another oath that we would protect the Constitution and defend all citizens. And I'm fortunate enough that I've taken that. But the other thing I think that, so everyone has an obligation and a Constitution, and no one's representing or protecting anyone any more than one person or the other. So it just appeared that you were alluding that you were representing the people more than anyone else, and I wanted to make sure that we had that straight. I guess I'm trying to understand, if the state has a policy in place and the state has approved it, then why is it that we need to take it a step farther? And you know, we allow individuals to come in. We have a police department, one of the finest in the country, that serve us, and we protect them. But I also recognize that, you know, and as far as the amendment for individuals to be able to carry guns, I think that it's important for everyone to be able to. I mean, that's, the country was first founded on that, but that was to protect the country and to defend their communities. But along with that, we've seen over the years, as that Constitution, we've fought not only to protect this country, but we fought to protect other countries. And with that, it has created some problems. And it just doesn't stop at your Constitution. For every 15 rounds, there's only a few people that can actually take and put every single round where it's supposed to go if you get into a heated moment or you get into a confusing situation. And once that weapon's drawn and the round is discharged, then no one knows where it's going. And I agree, it's not the fault of the weapon. That argument is long gone. It's the person. And I think that once that round is discharged, no one knows where it's going to go. And practicing and rehearsing, you know, once a year or once every 3 years is not going to meet those demands. Even those individuals we have that are on the police department, the sheriff's department, the state troopers, the military, they all miss. And unfortunately, sometimes innocent people get hit. And if you don't have the necessary training, if we don't have the necessary training on a regular basis, like these guys, and they miss occasionally, someone innocent's going to be hit. And then your life is affected. That person's life is affected, if they're still living, and their families. All over my constitutional right. And my constitutional right is not going to do me any good if I'm setting up before a judge and I'm being convicted of murder, or I'm standing before a family trying to say, this is why certain things happen, and I'm sorry. I saw something happen. I didn't realize I saw this person shoot someone, but I had no idea that the person in plain clothes was a police officer. Or I thought this person was engaged in this activity, and I thought they were two of them, so I shot both of them, and come to find out the other person was a person that had a right to carry a weapon just like you and I. And I see this all the time, and you read about them in lots of different scenarios and situations where innocent people. So I think that the state rules, I think, are in place, and I understand that that it's supposed to be an issue that's coming up before the state legislators, but we're actually hearing this today, and I'm assuming that this is going to be an issue that's going to be pushed, and I don't want to wake up one morning and find out that individuals have decided they're going to bypass it. I think the people that it's going to affect, or the people that's going to be at risk, or that possibility that they're going to be affected at some point in time, whether it be in their families or whether it be in our community. They need to have a say in this. So I honestly, my opinion would be, you know, this thing is going forward, is to take it out to the district advisory boards and then hold 4 meetings, 1 east, north, east, south, and west, community meetings, and hear what the citizens have to say, and allow them to be able to look at this list and they come back and tell us what they want. Because I think there's a portion that you're overlooking, and not every citizen is an outstanding citizen. And even the outstanding citizens can flip a switch, and then there's an additional issue you have to contend with. And maybe they may think that they have a different constitution than what you have. So there's a lot of risk that's there, and this is one of those things that has been going on and going on. And I'm not going to tell you I'm not a gun advocate, because everybody knows that I hunt and I do have guns. I do have weapons, and it's my right, and I appreciate that. But for me to turn around and to take it into a public place and take that additional risk, it only takes a couple of seconds. A couple of seconds to make one mistake. And if people are paranoid at the fact that they're coming to City Hall, or they're paranoid for these various different reasons, you know, if somebody was really going to get them, they're going to anyway, because obviously that person has no idea that it's going to happen. So they can walk up to them, whether it be at the grocery store, or walking out of their house, or walking through the mall, and do whatever they want to do. It's not going to change anything. So I'm of the opinion that, you know, if we're headed down this path, that this does not happen without going for public discussion and letting the citizens have an opportunity to talk about it. And then secondly, whenever we do it, that every citizen that has an opportunity to come into that room to voice their concern, that they be willing to list where they live. So that's my opinion. So where do you want to go from here?
Mayor, that's a good suggestion, and I think you started out by, as you were sharing your comments, that if the state has already taken this up, why do we need to do that? It's my understanding that our staff, especially our police officers, appear to be just applying the state rules to our buildings. So if I misinterpreted that, but I think that's a great basis for the discussion. Just simply having staff apply the state rules to our city. But I think it's great to get this out into the community and have that discussion.